Your mind is the most powerful force in your life. It is the driving engine behind every decision you make, every goal you set, and every action you take. But here's the truth. Either you master your mind or your mind will master you. There is no in. Most people go through life on autopilot, allowing their thoughts, emotions, and external circumstances to dictate their reality. They wake up each day reacting to the world rather than shaping it. They let fear, doubt, and negativity take control, leading them to live below their potential. But you are not here to be controlled by your mind. You are here to take control of it, to shape it, to use it as a tool for greatness. It all starts with awareness. Have you ever stopped to listen to the thoughts running through your head, that constant dialogue that never seems to stop? If you pay attention, you'll realize that your mind is always talking, telling you what's possible, what's not, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. But the real question is, who is in charge? Is it you, or is it the voice of doubt, fear, and past conditioning? Your mind has been shaped by years of experiences, beliefs, and influences. From a young age, you've been programmed by your family, your school, society, and the media. Some of this programming serves you, but a lot of it holds you back. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or I'll never succeed don't come from nowhere. They come from repeated exposure to limiting beliefs. And if you don't challenge them, they become your reality. The first step to mastering your mindset is breaking free from these limitations. You have to identify the patterns that are keeping you stuck. Are you constantly focusing on what's wrong instead of what's possible? Are you letting fear stop you from taking action? Are you waiting for the perfect moment instead of creating it? Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your life. If you don't take control of your mind, you will stay trapped in the same cycle year after year. Once you become aware of your thoughts, the next step is to reprogram them. This doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with a decision. A decision to stop letting your mind run on old limiting patterns and start creating new empowering ones. How do you do this? By feeding your mind with the right inputs. Just like your body needs the right nutrition to grow, your mind needs the right information to expand. Read books that inspire you. Listen to speakers who challenge you. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. The more you expose yourself to positive, empowering ideas, the more your mindset will shift. But it's not enough to just think differently, you have to act differently. Mastering your mindset means taking massive action even when you don't feel ready. Too many people wait for confidence to show up before they take action, but that's backward. Confidence comes from action, from stepping into the unknown, from proving to yourself that you are capable. You must train your mind to embrace discomfort, to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. And here's a crucial truth. Your mindset is not a one-time switch. It's a daily practice. Just like you don't go to the gym once and expect to be fit forever, you don't master your mindset once and expect it to stay strong. You have to train it every single day. You have to choose every morning to take control of your thoughts, to set your intentions, to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. Mastering your mindset also means mastering your emotions. Most people are slaves to their emotions. They feel angry and they lash out. They feel sad and they shut down. But emotions are just signals. They are not instructions. When you feel fear, it doesn't mean stop. It means prepare. When you feel doubt, it doesn't mean you're incapable. It means you need to strengthen your belief. The key is to recognize your emotions, understand them, and then decide how to respond. And finally, mastering your mindset means never settling. It means constantly growing, pushing, evolving. It means refusing to accept mediocrity in any area of your life. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who have all the answers. They are the ones who are willing to keep learning, to keep improving, to keep raising their standards. So the choice is yours. Will you take control of your mind, or will you let it control you? Will you step up, challenge your limits, and create the life you are meant to live? Or will you stay stuck in old patterns, repeating the same story year after year? Master your mindset and you master your life. The power's in your hands. Now, what are you going to do with it? Excuses are the invisible chains that hold people back from their true potential. They are the stories we tell ourselves to justify why we are not where we want to be. The truth is, every excuse you make is just a way to avoid responsibility. It's a way to stay comfortable, to stay safe, and to avoid the discomfort of change. But here's the reality. If you want to create the life you truly desire, you have to destroy the excuses holding you back. Think about it. How many times have you said, I don't have enough time, I'm not ready, or I don't have the resources? These are not reasons, they are stories. Stories designed to keep you exactly where you are. Successful people don't have fewer obstacles than you. They don't have more time, more energy, or fewer responsibilities. What they have is a mindset that refuses to be controlled by excuses. The first step in destroying excuses is recognizing them for what they are. Excuses feel real because they are wrapped in logic. Your mind is always looking for reasons to avoid pain, discomfort, and risk. But if you dig deeper, you'll realize that most excuses are just fear in disguise. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. The moment you call out your excuses and expose them, they lose their power. Once you identify your excuses, the next step is to replace them with solutions. Instead of saying, I don't have time, say, how can I make time? Instead of saying, I don't have the skills, say, how can I learn what I need to know? The difference between people who succeed and those who don't is that successful people focus on solutions while others focus on problems. The mind will always find what it's looking for. If you look for excuses, you'll find them. But if you look for possibilities, you'll find those instead. One of the biggest excuses people make is waiting for the perfect moment. They tell themselves, I'll start when I feel ready, I'll take action when I have more experience, or I'll go after my dreams when the timing is right. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There will always be obstacles, challenges, and reasons to wait. The only time you have is right now. You don't need to be ready, you need to start. Action creates readiness, not the other way around. Another common excuse is blaming external circumstances. People blame their past, their upbringing, their financial situation, or the people around them. But as long as you blame something outside of yourself, you give away your power. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Life is not about what happens to you, it's about how you choose to react. The moment you take full responsibility for your life, you take back control. One of the most powerful ways to destroy excuses is to change your environment. Your environment shapes your mindset more than you realize. If you are surrounded by people who make excuses, you will adopt that mindset. But if you surround yourself with people who take action, push past fear, and refuse to settle, you will start thinking the same way. Your standards are determined by the people you spend the most time with. If you want to raise your standards, change your circle. Another key to eliminating excuses is developing discipline. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps you moving forward when you don't feel like it. People who rely on motivation will always struggle because motivation is based on emotions and emotions fluctuate. Discipline, on the other hand, is a habit. It's the commitment to do what needs to be done no matter how you feel. The more you train yourself to take action despite discomfort, the easier it becomes. Excuses also come from a fear of failure. People are afraid to fail because they see failure as proof that they are not good enough. But failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of success. Every successful person has failed more times than they can count. The difference is that they don't let failure stop them. They use failure as feedback, as a lesson, as a stepping stone. If you are not failing, you are not growing. If you are not growing, you are dying. At the end of the day, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is your mindset. If you believe in your excuses, they will control you. If you destroy them, you will be unstoppable. The choice is yours. You can stay stuck in the same patterns, telling yourself the same old stories, or you can step up, take action, and create the life you were meant to live. No more waiting, no more blaming, no more excuses. It's time to take control. It's time to own your power. It's time to break free and unleash your true potential. The moment you decide to stop making excuses is the moment your life changes forever. Pain is a part of life. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what you do, you will face pain. Physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, but here's what separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. The ones who push through the pain come out stronger, wiser, and more powerful on the other side. Growth lives in pain. It's in the struggle, in the discomfort, in the moments when you want to give up but choose to keep going. Most people try to avoid pain at all costs. They avoid discomfort. They seek the easiest path, the path of least resistance. But avoiding pain doesn't eliminate it, it only delays it. The more you run from pain, the more power it has over you. The moment you stop running, face it, and push through it, you take back control. You realize that pain is not your enemy. It is your greatest teacher. It is the fire that forges strength, the challenge that forces growth. Think about any major breakthrough in your life. Did it happen when everything was easy? Or did it come after struggle, after setbacks, after pushing through when you thought you had nothing left? The truth is, transformation happens in the moments when you push beyond what you thought was possible. It happens when you refuse to quit, when you embrace the pain instead of resisting it. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is that pain is a sign to stop, that discomfort means we're on the wrong path. But what if it's the opposite? What if pain is actually the sign that you're growing, stretching, evolving? Think about an athlete in the gym. Their muscles burn. Their body screams for them to stop, but they know that the burn is necessary. That's how muscles grow, by breaking down and rebuilding stronger. The same applies to your mind, your emotions, and your life. Pain is not a stop sign. It is a signal that you are stepping into new territory. It is a test of how much you want it, because here's the truth. If your dream, your goal, your vision is worth it, you will go through pain to get there. There is no other way. If success were easy, everyone would have it. If transformation were comfortable, everyone would be doing it. But that's not how it works. The ones who succeed are the ones who embrace the struggle and push through it. The problem is most people quit when things get hard. They start something new, maybe a business, a fitness goal, a relationship, and the moment it gets tough, they back down. They tell themselves it wasn't meant to be. That's the excuse the mind makes to protect itself from discomfort. But what if in that exact moment of struggle, you were just one step away from the breakthrough you've been waiting for? Your mind will try to convince you to stop. It will tell you that the pain is too much, that it's not worth it. But that's where discipline comes in. That's where resilience is built. You don't push through pain because it feels good. You push through because you know what's on the other side. Every success story is filled with moments of pain, doubt, and hardship. The greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the strongest individuals, they all faced moments where they wanted to give up, but they didn't. They pushed through. They understood that pain is temporary, but quitting is forever. So how do you push through the pain when everything in you is telling you to stop? First, shift your perspective. Instead of seeing pain as something negative, see it as fuel. See it as proof that you are growing. When your muscles burn during a workout, you don't stop, you push harder. Treat your struggles the same way. Second, focus on the bigger picture. When you're in pain, it's easy to get stuck in the moment and forget why you started in the first place. Keep your vision in front of you. Remind yourself what you're working toward. Remind yourself why it matters. Third, take control of your mind. Pain doesn't just exist in the body, it exists in the mind. Your thoughts can either magnify the pain or diminish it. If you focus on how hard it is, it will feel unbearable. But if you focus on what you're gaining from it, on the strength you're building, the pain becomes a stepping stone instead of an obstacle. Finally, understand that nothing great comes without struggle. There is no achievement without sacrifice, no growth without discomfort, no transformation without resistance. The greatest version of yourself is on the other side of pain. The version of you that is strong, unbreakable, and unstoppable is waiting, but you have to go through the fire to get there. So when the pain comes, don't run. Don't hide. Don't make excuses. Lean into it. Push through it, because that's where the growth is. That's where your breakthrough lies. That's where you become the person you were meant to be. Remember this, pain is temporary, but strength lasts forever. Growth lives on the other side of struggle. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep going, because the moment you push past the pain, you step into your power. Too many people never start. They hesitate, they second guess, they wait for the perfect moment. But let me tell you something, perfection is a lie. It's an illusion that holds you back, keeps you stuck, and robs you of the success, growth, and fulfillment you deserve. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who wait until they have everything figured out. They are the ones who take action, learn from their mistakes, and keep moving forward. Progress, not perfection, is the key to growth. Because here's the truth, perfection doesn't exist. There will always be something you could do better, something you could improve, something you wish you had done differently. If you wait for perfection, you will wait forever. Instead of chasing something unattainable, focus on getting better every single day. The greatest minds, the most successful people in the world, they didn't get there by being perfect. They got there by failing, learning, adjusting, and continuing to move forward. Think about any skill you've ever developed. Did you get it right the first time? Of course not. You stumbled, you made mistakes, but you kept going. That's how mastery is built, through consistent, relentless progress. One of the biggest reasons people fail to reach their goals is because they set impossible standards for themselves. They think they have to be the best right away. But that mindset is dangerous. It paralyzes you. It makes you afraid to try, afraid to fail, afraid to look bad. But failure is not the enemy. Failure is the process. It's how you learn. It's how you grow. Every mistake you make is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity. Every struggle is a stepping stone to success. Let me ask you this. Would you rather be perfect in your head and never take action, or imperfect in reality but constantly moving forward? The answer is obvious. Action beats perfection every single time. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to be the best. You just have to start. And then you improve as you go. Think about the first time you rode a bike. You weren't perfect. You fell, you wobbled, maybe you even crashed. But did that stop you? No! You got back up and tried again, and eventually you got better. That's how everything in life works. Yet, as adults, we forget this. We expect ourselves to be flawless right away. We expect to get everything right the first time. And when we don't, we quit. But the only real failure is quitting. And as long as you're moving forward, you're winning. Progress is about small, consistent improvements. It's about showing up every day and doing a little better than you did yesterday. It's about learning, adapting, and growing. And here's the beautiful thing. When you focus on progress, you will eventually reach levels of success that perfectionists never will. Why? Because the perfectionists never start. Or they start and then stop as soon as things get tough. But those who focus on progress, they keep going. And in the end, they surpass the ones who waited for perfection. Let me tell you a secret that most people don't realize. Success is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about staying in the game longer than anyone else. It's about pushing through the doubts, the setbacks, the failures, and continuing to show up. So how do you shift your mindset from perfection to progress? First, you have to embrace the process. Understand that growth is messy. It's uncomfortable. It's full of mistakes. But every mistake is bringing you closer to mastery. Every failure is making you stronger. The people who grow the most are the ones who are willing to be uncomfortable. Second, take imperfect action. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until everything is perfect. Start now. Take the first step, even if it's small, because action builds momentum, and momentum creates results. Third, measure your progress. Look back and see how far you've come. Too often, people only look at how far they still have to go and they get discouraged. But if you take a moment to see the progress you've already made, you'll realize how much you've grown, and that will fuel you to keep going. Fourth, stop comparing yourself to others. Your journey is your own. Some people may seem like they're ahead of you, but you don't see their struggles. You don't see the years of work behind their success. Focus on your own path. Focus on being better than you were yesterday. And finally, be kind to yourself. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have setbacks. That's part of the process. But instead of beating yourself up, use those moments as opportunities to grow. Learn from them, adjust, and keep moving forward. Remember this, the only way to fail is to stop. As long as you're making progress, no matter how small, you are winning. You are growing. You are becoming the person you were meant to be. So stop waiting for perfection, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Because progress, not perfection, is what leads to success. Everything in life is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, everything you do is fueled by the energy you carry. And here's the truth. If you don't control your energy, something or someone else will. Your energy is your power. It determines how you feel, how you think, and how you show up in the world. If you let distractions, negativity, and other people's opinions drain you, you'll never have enough left to create the life you truly want. That's why controlling your energy isn't just important, it's essential. Every day you wake up with a limited supply of energy. Think of it like a battery. If you waste your energy on things that don't serve you, worrying about what others think, stressing over things you can't control, engaging in negativity, you drain your power before you even get started. But when you consciously direct your energy toward growth, positivity, and action, you create momentum. And momentum is what leads to success. The first step to controlling your energy is being mindful of where it goes. Pay attention to the people, situations, and thoughts that either fuel you or drain you. There are people who lift you up, push you forward, inspire you, and then there are people who leave you exhausted, questioning yourself and feeling stuck. Who do you spend your time with? Who do you allow into your space? If you surround yourself with negativity, it will pull you down. If you surround yourself with high energy driven people, their energy will elevate yours. Choose wisely. Your thoughts also play a huge role in your energy. Negative thoughts are like an anchor, holding you back and weighing you down. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, that life is unfair, that nothing ever works out for you, guess what? You're draining your own energy before you even take action. But when you focus on gratitude, possibility, and solutions instead of problems, you fuel yourself with power. You shift your energy toward progress instead of staying stuck in frustration. And let's talk about the things you give your attention to. Social media, news, gossip, distractions. These things can steal your energy without you even realizing it. How much time do you spend scrolling mindlessly, consuming content that doesn't add value to your life? How often do you get caught up in other people's drama, worrying about things that don't affect your mission? Every moment you spend on these things is energy wasted. Imagine if you redirected even half of that energy toward your goals, your dreams, your growth, you'd be unstoppable. Your habits also determine your energy. What you eat, how you move, how much sleep you get, these things matter. You can't expect to operate at your best if you're constantly tired, sluggish, and running on empty. Take care of your body. Fuel it with the right foods. Move it daily. Rest when you need to, because your physical energy is connected to your mental and emotional energy. When you feel strong, you think clearly. When you think clearly, you take better action, and better action leads to better results. Another key to protecting your power is setting boundaries. If you say yes to everything, if you let people walk all over you, if you give your time and energy to everyone except yourself, you will burn out. Boundaries are not selfish, they are necessary. You have to protect your time, your focus, and your emotional well-being. Learn to say no to things that don't serve you. Prioritize what matters most. Your energy is sacred. Guard it fiercely. And finally, understand this. You are responsible for your energy. No one else. You can't blame others for how you feel. You can't expect external circumstances to change before you take control. You have the power to shift your energy at any moment. You do that by choosing your focus, by managing your emotions, by being intentional with your time, and by surrounding yourself with the right influences. So ask yourself, where is your energy going? Are you using it to build yourself up, or are you letting it drain away on things that don't matter? The choice is yours. Control your energy, protect your power, and watch how your life transforms. The difference between success and mediocrity, between progress and stagnation, between fulfillment and frustration comes down to one thing: action. Not just any action, massive, purposeful action. Too many people sit on the sidelines of their own lives, waiting for the right moment, the perfect plan, the ideal conditions. But here's the truth. The perfect moment will never come. There will always be uncertainty. There will always be obstacles, and there will always be reasons to wait. But the people who succeed, the ones who create real change in their lives, are the ones who act despite the fear, despite the doubts, despite the uncertainty. You don't need all the answers before you start. You don't need a step-by-step roadmap before you move forward. What you need is the willingness to take that first step, and then another and another. Success is not about knowing everything. It's about doing something. Clarity comes from action, not from overthinking. The more you move, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you adjust. And the more you adjust, the closer you get to your goal. But let's be clear, not all action is equal. Random action, half-hearted effort, or scattered energy will get you nowhere. What you need is purposeful action. Action that is aligned with your vision, your goals, and your highest potential. Purposeful action means knowing exactly what you want, why you want it, and then going all in with unstoppable momentum. Too many people get caught up in analysis paralysis. They overthink, overplan, and overcomplicate everything. They convince themselves they need more information, more training, more validation before they can start. But in reality, they're just delaying the inevitable. They're letting fear hold them back. They're waiting for the right time, and that time never comes. The only way to break through is to move. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction every single time. If you wait until you're 100% ready, you'll never do anything. The people who win in life are the ones who start when they're 60% ready, 50% ready, even 30% ready. They take the leap and build the parachute on the way down. They don't let fear of failure stop them because they understand that failure is just feedback. Every mistake is a lesson, every setback is an opportunity to grow, and every misstep is a step forward if you learn from it. Taking massive action means committing at a level most people never will. It means doing what needs to be done, not what's convenient. It means pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, showing up every single day and refusing to settle for excuses. Because let's be real, excuses are easy, comfort is easy, blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck is easy, but none of those things will change your life. Only action will. And taking action doesn't just mean doing more, it means doing better. It means focusing on high-impact activities, the things that move the needle, the things that truly make a difference. Busy work is not action. Scrolling through social media, endlessly researching, or tweaking minor details is not action. Action is making the call, writing the book, launching the business, hitting the gym, practicing the skill, whatever it is that directly brings you closer to your goal. You also have to act with urgency. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Act now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, now. Because every day you wait is a day you'll never get back. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and once it's gone forever. You have to move with the mindset that today is the only day you have to make a difference. And when you commit to taking massive purposeful action, something incredible happens. Momentum is what separates the people who dream from the people who achieve. When you take consistent, focused action, you create a force that drives you forward. You stop needing motivation because action itself fuels more action. You stop doubting yourself because progress builds confidence. And you stop hesitating because you become unstoppable. So ask yourself, are you playing small? Are you waiting? Are you holding yourself back? Or are you ready to step up, take control, and take massive, purposeful action right now? Because the truth is, your life will only change when you do. And the only thing standing between you and everything you want is the decision to act. Today,